Hey, this is a Elementalist World vs. World Guild Wars 2 guide video build. So let's get into it. Let's go to equipment. Everything Celestial. Celestial and PvE is made by transfusion of those charged crystals into charged things. Yep. And you get 5 of them for each piece, so this takes 30 days to create. 21 stats of each, 16, 47, the chest is really important, 16, 32, and 16 again. With the weapon you're going to run Zerg weapons with accuracy sigil just for the crit chance, so you actually put out some damage. And night sigil could be changed for many other things. I'd go for the water sigil. Then Light of Dwayner, so we have another Celestial. These are from guild missions. You get 12 commendations, trade them for one of these. These are fractals, mostly dropped in fractals, or you can buy them with World vs. World badges. And this is from just one of those Laurel vendors, quite cheap. So let's get into the skills, utilities, and everything. So mainly this build is going to be about helping other people. It's a Zerg World vs. World build, not solo roaming. So the superior rune of the monk, healing, boon duration, healing, more boon duration. 25% chance when struck to heal for a small amount. It's not very great. 100 healing and 10% outgoing healing effectiveness to allies. That means skill 3 and the regen and healing rain will heal allies for more health. It's about helping others drop big water fields. The traits, I'll get into those. Right now we have nothing, but it's 4, 6, 4, so you have really high survivability, really high help, like in Zergs. 6, 4. So in Earth magic, Earth is condi damage, toughness. So toughness, it's just base toughness. It's really nice. Minor trait, stone flesh. Then here we get Earth's Embrace when you drop below 50, which isn't too uncommon. Although with the healing this you can just heal straight back up. Protect yourself with the Earth Armor, so that is Armor of Earth. So it's a cantrip. Cantrip synergizes well with this, so it's just a free trigger on your cantrip. Gives you protection for 8 seconds, stability for 8 seconds, and it breaks stun. So it's a free stun break of 50%. Then Rock Solid. When you go to Earth, you gain stability for about 3 seconds for 5 allies. So that's really good when initiating or disengaging from fights in Zergs. Minor water traits, healing, vitality, so just like health. Soothing Mist, so this is just base overtime heal. 10 seconds is 1239, so 123 health per second for 5 allies. Actually 40 health per second. It's a massive radius though, 1200. So you could stay back and still be healing people at the front of your party. Then you go Cantrip Mastery, since this build is triple cantrips, Lightning Flash, Small Range Teleport, Armor of Earth already described that, and Mist Form. We don't really need the other cantrips because we have massive condition removal here and the water traits. So this is just like invulnerability for 3 seconds, stun break. The stun break's really nice on that. So when you attune to water you heal people for 2180 health. With this effectiveness on allies you get a lot more. Then we go either Soothing Disruption or Acromancer's Alacrity, my bad. Then Soothing Disruption just gives your cantrips a lot more utility, help, regen, and this just reduces all your water fields and everything by 20%, which is quite substantial. Then you have quite a lot of boons on you now that you have Soothing Disruption and a trait down here, Elemental Attunement. So you'll usually have about 5 to 10% more damage on you, which is always nice. Then Aquatic Benevolence, healing done to allies is increased. This stacks with your armor, 10% outgoing heal effectiveness to allies. So you heal allies for a lot more effectively. Arcana, boon duration, attunement recharge rate, so that's the cooldowns on these, like 10 seconds, 8, like, yeah, you get it. Then gain free when you switch attunements. You're not switching very often, so that trait's not very great, but it's always nice. Free fury. area attacks with staff are larger. This is very important since this build is a staff build. And none of these other traits are that great unless you're running double dagger. You can use Windborne Dagger. Then with this last trait, actually let's check this out. This is a great one. So basically, this is quite a complicated trait. So any bonus you get from that attunement lasts 5 seconds more. So you have like this bonus for 5 seconds after switching away from water. What else would we have? We'd have this bonus for 5 seconds after switching away from earth. And yeah. So then we get elemental attunement. You get a boon when you switch attunements. This has no cooldown, so the might is nice. You get quite a bit of regen, and this is to all nearby allies, so that regen works more on them. And swiftness is nice, and protection is really great since it makes you a lot more tanky. And then that's the traits there. We've gone through the equipment. Weapons, sigils. So you have right now only about, with food, 1,000 healing power, but with 35% that's 1,350 healing power to allies, which is quite big when you put this regen out. All your cantrips, look at all these boons here. 4 boons there, like might. And we just gotta have like a lot of boons throughout the fight. Static field on element. Actually, I'll go through the skills here, why not? Earth attunement, gain fury and protection when switching to this for 5 people, radius 240, so it's a small area around you. So this is just weakness, auto attack, long range, earth. It's not what you'll be wanting to use in a Zerg fight. Large AoE with blasting staff, 6 stacks of bleeding. That's 5k damage because we're celestial. Reflection of projectiles for 5 seconds. Quite strong when engaging or disengaging Zerg fights. Unsteady ground, very strong in Zerg fights. Imagine you're fighting on this bridge. You drop it there, and they wouldn't be able to pass unless they had stability. It would like knock you down here. Then this is like a shockwave that immobilizes and bleeds in a straight line ahead of you. Lightning, big static field, stops them from crossing, similar to the earth line, stuns them when they get to the edge, and blast finisher for swiftness. This is just a big ass swiftness field. And it cures immobilized, cripple, and chilled, so when you're wanting to run away, pop that. Knock back foes, so just push them away. A straight line ahead of you really far. This is a big blind, 10-second cooldown, 5-second blind. And just bounces, auto attack bounces between people. This is like where you want to be most of the time. So this auto attack splashes heals nearby allies. So 600 normal healing with 35% extra. You get quite a bit of healing from this with your Zerg. This, it's not that great. You can drop it in the middle of a fight. 5 stacks of Von. It's alright, I guess. Massive heal, water field as well. Quite large area. Big chill field, ice field as well. Chill for 2 seconds. The longer they're in it, to 5 seconds. It could be chilled up to 10 seconds. Unblockable is the good thing about this. And you can blast it for area frost armor. Big water field, 45-second cooldown. Regen, cures, conditions once every 3 seconds. Lasts 6 seconds, and it's a massive radius. And fire. Fireball explodes on impact, hits multiple foes. Decent damage, not really with this build, but love font. We all know what love font is. It does a lot of damage on the ground. Fire field. Burn foes at the target location. Alright burning. It's a 10-second cooldown, 5-second burn. So this skill, I quite like this skill. So if you have this switch, if you turn around really quickly, use this skill, turn around really quickly again, you can move forward with it. Or when you're in a fight and you want to disengage, you roll backwards, roll away. Meteor storm, meteor shower. It's area of denial. The enemies wouldn't want to walk through this. They'd double dodge out of it, and this is massive considering we're blasting stuff. Then the healing skill. I prefer this one with this build. 15-second cooldown healing skill. So with this you get 8 seconds of stability, so you can guarantee pop this healing skill, and it's 800 times 8. So it's about 6,400 healing. And it removes 8 conditions. That's why we don't run Cleansing Fire. Fire Greatsword is decent. I usually run Tornado in Zerg fights. Big stability. Lightning field, whirl finishes. Elemental gets killed instantly. None of this other stuff is good. Barrier Greatsword's nice to have sometimes when roaming about. But the massive heals with this build are just great, and I find it really good in Zerg fights. So yeah, I think that's about it. I have all this crap from Taylor to 500. Yeah, like just a little bit of everything is really nice. That's the great thing about Celestial. And in Wild West World, you can't go wrong with it, really. But yeah, look at these. It's massive healing to yourself. Blast finishes, you can put down this. This is a blast finisher here. We don't have any other ones, I believe. But yeah, so those are the skills, how to play the build, and the build guide for healing Elementalist in Wild vs. Wild Celestial. Enjoy the build, and subscribe.